Okay, welcome to today's next level session. Just a reminder, yesterday, in case you missed it, we did do a session about the really big updates to KV Core campaigns. So you can find that session, as you can find most of our replays at insiderealestate.com/webinars, which just takes you over to a YouTube playlist, the one you see on the screen here. So if you're watching the replay later on YouTube, just know you can find all the stuff right here. And don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, smash the like button, and tick the subscribe bell. It's somewhere underneath the video. There's a little bell that'll tell you every time we release a new video. The product team did an awesome job. Whoops. So that was a video of yesterday playing. So today's topic is hacking up some graphics for your real estate business. This is a request. It might have been Raphael. Raphael is going to come on, I think, and talk to us. And I apologize, Raphael. Let me look here in the chat. Are you here? Forgot this minor detail. I want to make sure I pull you on if you are here. If not, I'll just kind of go and fly solo. But you had asked to do some stuff around Google Draw and some other real estate image type stuff. And I thought maybe we'd build some things out for your practice if you happen to be here. If not, I'll just kind of start riffing and just let me know when you get here. So guys, yeah, this is going to be a little bit of a different session. Usually we spend a lot of time in KV Core doing things related to KV Core, but we're just going to do more of a generic web marketing run through class today, where we're going to run through just some of my favorite hacks and tactics around making graphics. And this implies that we're not going to be doing Photoshop or using really fancy software. We're going to use a handful of free tools to just make quick and dirty graphics that we might do in social posts or for our email signature, all the stuff we come across in the course of our day. You know, maybe we need to share a screenshot with somebody like a client, and we need to kind of circle something in a in the screenshot of a contract. So for some of you guys, this will be really basic stuff, but I think maybe just watching me and some of the things I do, maybe you'll get inspired a little bit. And then of course you can share with me some of the weird hacks and tricks you have too. We all have our own kind of things we do during the course of the day when web marketing. So let's kind of start diving through this list right here. And I'm just going to kind of go through one at a time, but feel free to chat in any comments and questions you have or suggestions. So first off, I have the general use of Google Draw for creating images. So this is kind of my go-to in place of doing Photoshop or something fancy. I go to Google Drive. So I can go to drive.google.com. This is not the right account. Let me go to this account. And then I'll hit new. And then if you hit new, you can go more and you can go drawings. And the direct link for that is just docs.google.com/drawings. And I'm going to kind of build out some of these notes as we go and share this with you guys, this little document. So let me share the document. Anyone with a link can view, copy link, and I'll share it to everybody watching live, and I'll put it in the YouTube description. So that's the direct link. You go to a Google drawing, and let's just say, let's get an example. I want to make a banner for my email signature. I'm going to use this example, and it's going to offer somebody a chance to click over to my sell page on KV Core to get the value of their house. So let's make a banner for that right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to first insert a shape, and I'll draw the shape right here. So I did insert shape, and then I can set a background for the shape. So maybe I might make it white, and then maybe I'll set the border, which I can do here, a custom color for the border. And right here, I can make the border weight more. So you can see I got this big red border on there now. Now, a lot of times what I'll also do is I'll put a white shape in the background. This is pretty hacky stuff. If somebody's a graphic designer watching, they are going to cringe at everything I'm doing now. But for practical purposes, when you need something really quick, I'm putting this white square in the background just so that when I need to screenshot this later, it's all white. That'll make more sense. But this in the middle has got a border, and then I'm going to do the call to action to check home values. So check your home's value now. Okay, so, and I might do click here to check your home's value now. And then kind of basic stuff, just a little tour of Google Draw. You can kind of change the fonts right here. You can make the font color, the font size bigger. I think most people kind of know these sort of things. Just know that it's all kind of here and available. I like to make my click here's whenever it's like a link, kind of make it a blue if possible. You don't have to. I could highlight, click the little highlight marker thing here. And then on the left side, I've left some white space. I might use Google Images to find something that communicates home values. So we might merge some of the bullet points I have in the doc here together, like Google image search tips now. And oops. And I kind of want something with a transparent background. So I'm going to click Tools, Color Transparent. Well, that's not working great. Price. So yeah, sometimes I have to change the phrase, and you can do this too when searching Google Images. And maybe I'll use this one right here. Right now, one thing people always bring up is are you licensed to use this image? So if I want to make sure I'm licensed, I might go usage rights, and then right here you click the Creative Commons license to find something here, just to be safe. It's been tagged with Google Images as Creative Commons, and then maybe I'll just grab. That looks a little generic. I don't love it. And what I'll do is I'll right click on it, and then you can copy the image. It might not actually copy because I'm in the Brave browser. Watch. Copy and then paste. Yeah, this browser wants me to have this like little Chrome extension thing to copy and paste. Usually you can right click and copy paste, but no problem. I can just click Save Image As, home value icon, save it to my computer, and then you can import images and click Insert Image and upload it from the computer, like so. And then I can drag that, make it a different size, like that. So that's kind of an image ready to go. I also wanted to mention, you can insert an image and search the web directly within Google Draw. So I kind of went out just now, but you can do this. And how's about meme? And you might find some stuff this way, and then you can directly insert it into the Google Draw. This is a new kind of thing that I found a few months ago that I kind of forget exists, but you can click on it and click insert, and it'll put it in. So I'm still in the habit of going over to the image section and doing that. Always remember, when something's on top like this, you can send it backwards, send it front by going format. Oops. Go tool. Well, now I'm forgetting. Where's my order? Arrange order, send to back. Wow. Arrange order, send to back, send to front. I think sometimes I almost do, you do some of this subconsciously. All right, so there's an image banner that we could put inside of our email signature for the call to action in our email signature. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to save this as an image. Now, you can, if you mess and fiddle around with the dimensions of the Google Draw, you can download it directly, but it'll download all the stuff behind it and the white stuff. I like to just take a screenshot of it. I'll try to get it as close to the red border as possible, and I'll take a screenshot and I'll save it. And we'll do house value part 1, and I'm going to hit save. Okay, there's a reason I'm doing a part 1. And the tool I use for my screenshots, there are so many of them available. It's just Lightshot Screenshot. You can download this for Mac or Windows for free. What I really like about this is that I can do some fun stuff with it. I can share right away. I can annotate images. It's free. And the biggest thing is when I hit print screen, I can automatically start dragging where I want a shot, and then I can draw by using their little toolbar here. I can put an arrow like that. So But what I used it for here was just take a screenshot and I said part 1. Now, one of the items I have on this document is making a GIF of this image. So which one? Stringing together images to make a GIF. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make an animated image that goes in your email signature. And the way I'm going to do that here is I'm just going to change something here slightly. And I'm going to change the highlighting. I'm going to get rid of it. Maybe I'll get rid of the underline. And then I'm going to screenshot it again. And house value part 2.png. I'm going somewhere with this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these 2 separate images and I'm going to use a program called EasyGIF. I was almost forgetting what it was called. EasyGIF images. Yeah, it's just easygif.com. Yes. Whew. Easygif.com, easygif.com. So let me just put that in here. And these are very basic. They're not going to be pretty, but sometimes when you're marketing, you almost want things to be ugly, like this is going to come out. It'll just kind of stick out. And what you can do with EasyGIF is you can upload multiple images like this one and this one. Click open, upload, and make a GIF. And this is actually a little different than the last time I used it in the last few weeks. Looks like they added some features, or I'm using, maybe it wasn't EasyGIF, maybe it was something else on that, but this one's working. And then you can set a delay between your images. So this is 20. It wants to resize because they're not exactly the same size. And then this is in 1/100th of a second. So I want my delay time between each one to be about 2 seconds. And I'll leave it empty to loop forever. This will all make sense in a second. And I'm going to click Make GIF. And you can see what it's doing there. It's just doing the highlighted part. And I probably would have obsessed on this a little more, maybe put an arrow that went to the click here, just so that it kind of catches somebody's eyes, right? And it's a little flashy, but it's not like crazy 1999 flashy, like flashing all over the place. It's just kind of to grab a little attention. The banner moves a little bit. So now I can take this and I can, a few ways I can save it. I think they give a download option. I can click save here, right? And just do house value banner. Like that. And then that just saves it to my computer. And then if I want to put this into a blog post or something on KV Core, now I can just upload it and do that. So let's go into KV Core. And you can play with these other effects too. Like you can go nuts and make this a little more interesting if you want. You know, they have these different effects and things, colorize it different ways, and they can make one of the images black and white, monochrome. Let's see what happens if I do that real quick. I did something that flipped it upside down. Anyway, you guys are free to play with that. So we're in KV Core. And then I'll go to my profile here. And here's the signature down at the bottom. I'm just going to click Edit Profile. And let's say I wanted to put that banner ad in the signature to check the home value. So what I can do is I can click on the little image thing, insert image. I can click Upload, grab my banner, hit Save. Now it was a little big, so I can actually drag and kind of make it a little smaller on the corner here. Right? And then the final step in this, because it's a banner ad, it needs to, when they click, it needs to go somewhere, right? So I've kind of got it highlighted now. And I want to link this. So I need to click on it. It gets the blue around it. And then I click the little chain up top. And I'm going to link it to the cell page on my KV Core website. So in all our cases, it's going to be /cell.php. But to get to that URL, you can just go to your KV Core site and then click the cell link up top, and it'll take you there just to make sure you're in the right spot. And I'll copy that. Hit save. And now in my email signature, I've got this nice animated banner that, you know, didn't take too much design skills. Obviously, it's not very beautiful, but you can see it kind of sticks out. Like they're cruising my email they got. And now there's this kind of like little blinking thing in the email. So just a fun little hack or you know, tip. Same thing with these. So if you have like a website or a blog or something and you want to make a banner ad, you know, you could do the same thing. Like if you have a WordPress site and you want to put something in the sidebar, and follow the same approach, you know, and put it on the sidebar. So you guys think that's kind of useful? And, you know, I'm not saying to do exactly what I'm doing here, but just kind of the point of this webinar is maybe to just browse through a few of these tools and just so you can put them in your arsenal, you know, and know that, oh yeah, I need a quick image. I don't need to go to Fiverr and hire a designer or anything. I can just go do that Google Drive thing, that Google Draw thing that Ryan was doing. I can use that image, you know, that GIF maker thing and make something serviceable. You know, if you're doing stuff that's real high end and it's really important, and you know, maybe you're going to go hire somebody, but and a lot of times what we need is just something to get the job done in the next few minutes. You know, when we're web marketing. So that's that. Okay. So we covered some Google image search tips. We looked at Google Draw a little bit. I'm just going to kind of mention here, I think I mentioned this last week on the YouTube stuff. I like to keep a Google Draw canvas in a bookmark folder in my browser, and I have different canvases for different things I'm up to. So, you know, like I have for the thumbnails of these sessions, I need to make one of these every time I do a video. So I just keep it in there, and then I can same thing. I screenshot and I take a picture of the thumbnail and then I upload it to YouTube. So just a little hack, like if you find yourself doing the same kind of image over and over again, just do separate Google Draw files and link to them in a bookmark folder. Okay, so we strung together some images to make a GIF. Let's look at Lightshot Screenshot again. Let's pretend that we are trying to send somebody a listing. Okay, so let's go into KV Core. Let's look in the listings tab here. And I'll just go to, do we have any listings on the market right now? I wonder. Filters applied, agency listings. Apply filters. Okay. Probably all pending, but let's just say we wanted to send a client a listing, but we wanted to like highlight the kitchen, or we're doing a social post. That's probably a better one. So I'm just going to go to a random listing here. I'll click on gallery. Okay, and let's grab. All right, don't go by the example, but let's just say we got an image. Now I can hit the Lightshot screenshot thing. I can do my screen capture. What I'm really trying to show is that I can click on these little things on the right side. And if I want to put an arrow like that, and I can put some text, say, great landscaping. This isn't really showing. It might not be the best example, but I'm just trying to show that you can make the image really quickly and draw stuff on it using the screenshotting tool. Probably more useful, Florida agreement sale real estate. Just trying to find like that one, you know, probably more for like documents where it's a white background. And then you do something like this, like, right? And you're sending it to a friend over Facebook or something. You're saying this clause right here, I need you to read this. It's what I'm trying to share with you guys and stumbling a little bit. But use the screenshotting stuff for that. I think for the image example, I would probably use Google Draw for this instead. So I would just Let's do this again. Save this on the back down here. And then, oh, I lost my, here it is. So image, upload. So we might do something like this. And then if we want to do arrows, we can use Google Draw. It's probably more appropriate. And I can do a shape. I can do insert shape, arrows, and turn the arrow. We can make it yellow. Insert some text. Great landscaping. Like that. And then boom, boom, turn it. And then if you're doing social posts of listings and there's at any time you can, what you really need to do is you need to insert either Spider-Man or Mr. T. So I need to search the web for Mr. T. Hopefully he shows up. Yes, Mr. T needs to be on the front lawn. It was very important. Now, I'm not seeing a transparent image of Mr. T. Yeah, that's not great. So I'll go over, my backup is to always just go to images.google.com and then Mr. T right here. And then my tools, my color is transparent. Here he is. See, that looks like a recent picture of Mr. T. Here, maybe this one's good. Little tangent. But the point I'm trying to make here is that you can, especially for social posts, you can kind of do pattern interrupting things in your images to get a little more attention. So people will say like, why is Mr. T there? Now you want to grab transparent images to make it look like he's actually standing there. I thought I had grabbed one. It's hard to do these on a webinar and be very efficient. You know, usually I'd take a few minutes and try to find one that was actually transparent with a transparent background. Image upload. Mr. T, Spider-Man, whoever you like. Oops. Where did that go? Oh, it didn't download. See down here at the bottom? It didn't download for me. I think you guys, I was trying to have a little fun, but I'm going down a rabbit hole here that we don't need to go down. But here he is, Mr. T sitting in the yard. And then you take the screenshot, right? And then you go to Facebook and you post it. So Rita's asking, can you do quickly over how to do the screenshot or the Google Draw? Well, Google Draw, I did it in the beginning. It's just drive.google.com, docs.google.com/drawings. You need a Google account. You go in and then you can rewatch the replay, Rita. I don't want to make everybody watch me do it again, but basically you can start doing different things. And in my screenshot, I use Lightshot Screenshot as a tool. You can use any screenshotting software, but I will just kind of hit the print screen button, which is like a command that you can set in Lightshot for quick, easy screenshots. I'll right click this and hit copy, and then I'll head over to Facebook or LinkedIn or whatever for social posts. And I'll say something like, new listing with great landscaping. I pity the fool who don't click check out full details. Yeah. Right, and I'll Control V, that I'll paste that image in here. And then of course I'll put the link from KV Core to the listing. So I'll grab it up here, the KV Core link, copy link address. Now the great landscaping, I won't actually post this. We wouldn't want the seller to, to see this post, or the listing agent, at the office. I'm just grabbing quick examples, but you get the idea. Right. And then you got something kind of interesting. You didn't use Photoshop, but it's a little more interesting and stands out and is a little more fun than just posting a picture of the grass, which will work too, but picture of the yard, but this is just a little more fun. So again, what we're doing today, guys, we're just hacking up some graphics. I should have called this like stupid web tricks or something like that. These are just some of my favorite tricks. What else here? Let me, one second, close the door. That fiery redhead again, making noise during webinar time. So what else do we got? Turning GIFs into video ads via Screencast-O-Matic. This is one of my favorite hacks, is to find a really interesting animated image. So I'll go again to images.google.com and say I need an image of somebody crying. I can click Tools, type GIF. Where's the doctor crying? It's not it. There's from that show, Doctor. What was that show called? This one. Yeah, I'm going somewhere with this guy. Just give me a minute. So save image as Doctor crying. Save it. Go back to our Google Canvas here. Just delete out some of this other stuff. Insert image, upload from computer, Doctor crying. And it should show the animated. All right, and then up top, I can do something like a text box. Tired of always getting outbid when trying to buy an investment property. All right, so this would function as kind of a headline for my ad. Maybe I'll make the background of this yellow. I like just kind of the yellow background. You'll see a lot of ads do this, right? But it's kind of animated and fun. So what I'll do here, I can't in a static image have the actual animation going. And I want this to be an MP4 that I can use in a Facebook ad or LinkedIn or whatever channel. So I'm going to pull up Screencast-O-Matic here. Okay, hit record. And now I'm using Screencast-O-Matic to record an image. I'll let it run for a few seconds. I'll pause this, I'll hit done, and then I'll edit the video. I will get rid of my narration. And I can actually start to add text here. Click below now. You can put a call to action in using Screencast-O-Matic. I think we did some Screencast-O-Matic stuff. Look at the YouTube videos. I think it was the second day last week. And tools, overlay, arrow, and then I can put a down arrow. This assumes we're looking at a Facebook ad, right? We're working on a Facebook ad. And what I'm doing now is I'm clicking on each element and I'm dragging the time that it occurs. And now what I'll do is I'll hit done. I'll save it as a video file. And now if I needed something cool for an ad, how long did that take me? 2 minutes, right? I grabbed a GIF. I kind of took a video of the GIF. I put some text over it. And then if I'm running a Facebook ad, I'm not going to go into the ads platform now. I'm just going to use a regular Facebook post, to communicate the example, but it works much the same way in an ad. Whoop, what did I do there? Just kind of keystroked it. They didn't like. So now I can just upload this to my ad like this, because I dropped it out as an MP4 for Screencast-O-Matic, and then add copy here. And then then you've got a nice little kind of video, but you're using the creative. The big takeaway is you're not being creative. You are, but you didn't make the cool image of the doctor crying, right? And we know the GIFs, the memes and the GIFs that get a lot of attention, we know they're probably going to perform well in an ad. So if you can tie in kind of pop culture with some of these famous GIFs and memes, then if you can tie that into your ad message, you don't need to actually create the image. You just need to kind of appropriate it, or what they call it, curate it, to get the run out of it, to get the benefit of it. So going back here to my Facebook, I was just giving the video a minute to upload. Not that you need to see this, but I think you get the point. It's a little more interesting than just doing a static image. And when some in their feed, it's going to look like this. So I just had a thought that escaped me. It's not on the sheet here. It'll come back to me in a second. Yeah, I always get that question, Tommy. I don't know if you'd be liable. It's like, I'm not a lawyer, so I'm not going to give you that kind of advice for using like the doctor here or using Mr. T. YouTube, if you use music in a YouTube video, they're like bots are searching for that stuff. But I think some of these memes and things, they're so public domain. Is that the term? I wouldn't worry about it. And I've been doing this for over a decade and have never heard, gotten a slap on the wrist or anything about it. Because it's not like, I'm not saying Mr. T endorses this product. Right? Like, it's so clearly like not that. But yeah, if you want to err on the side of caution, just don't use public figures. I've used Homer Simpson, and I remember getting a comment on an ad once. You can't use Homer Simpson like that. I'm like, I guess, but I mean, is there any difference between me just posting on my personal Facebook a picture of Homer Simpson? Like, I don't know. I think the people who sue people for this stuff have bigger fish to fry. But yeah, again, not a lawyer, not the opinions of Inside Real Estate or anything like that. Just err on the side of caution if you're worried about that stuff. But I am definitely not worried about it. Or you could, so here is a video I did of my Great Dane the other day. You could just make your own stuff, right? So take an interesting video. This was a slow-mo video I took with a phone, which is probably another hack we could mention here. Take slow-mo videos of your phone of interesting stuff, right? And I can make an ad out of this. What I would do with this is I would take Screencast-O-Matic again. I would actually screenshot this video that I did. We're getting pretty meta here, on Meta. Yeah. And you could tie almost anything. I think you could tie almost anything into real estate. And I know exactly what I would do with this video. I'll hit done. I'll get rid of the narration again. And here's where I'm going to go with this. I'm going to go overlay, text, need a bigger yard. Your best friend. Right? And then what's the offer? Here's a list of homes with 2+ acres in this area. This. You guys are getting it. So the tool I'm using is just screencast-o-matic.com. It's a video editor, but I just really like the tools it has. We kind of went a little deep on it last week in part 2 of the YouTube strategy series. So Raphael's asking, can we make the video press play automatically without making the viewer press play? Yeah, Facebook does that, don't they? Automatically. I think in your ads they autoplay. I think a lot of that depends on what Facebook wants to do. If you're using third-party platforms, it's what Facebook wants to do. If you want to embed a Screencast-O-Matic video onto a blog post, their embed tool does give you the ability to check off autoplay and things like that. The only thing with autoplay is that a lot of the browsers, because of usability, they'll like turn off autoplay by default. So the answer is yes and no. You're kind of at the mercy of the platforms you're playing on. So the last thing, another thing we didn't have on here, and this is a big one that I meant when we thought we were going to do this topic, meme generator. memes, right? So if we go to my favorite meme generator flip, it's called Imgflip, IMG flip right here. So I'll put the URL here. And if I do make a meme, you can kind of scroll up top here, some of the more popular ones, and you'll probably recognize a lot of these, and you can kind of view templates, but a lot of these are like very popular in pop culture. Probably the one that I find myself using the most is this one, the distracted boyfriend meme. And I can click caption, and you guys have seen us do this before, right? Like you'll do stuff like crypto, like stocks. No, she would be. I'm getting the logic wrong. Crypto. And bam, what do we have? We have a pretty cool ad, right? Or if you're doing an ad about, hey, you should move from this area, right? So we'll do something like Philadelphia, Charleston. I don't know. I'm thinking about East Coast. I'm in mindset St. Pete. So you could use these popular memes, and then this might be a nice social post. Maybe you use it in a blog post. Maybe you use it in an ad, right? I might actually use this one later. I've never thought to do it geographically, but anywhere you are in Northern America, you can probably pick 3 cities like this, right? To kind of, or you could do it for neighborhoods within your market. So I might do something like Old Northeast, Kenwood, and let's do Munchkin Land. I don't even know what that is. It's this little neighborhood I'm sitting in right now. Right. So, hey, get a free list of all homes available in Munchkin Land, or find out the value of your Munchkin Land home. People want to move here, right? And I would send this as a postcard or a letter, right? Or run an ad that shows to this neighborhood or something. So memes. And as you saw me do, real easy to make with this site. You just kind of pick something that's popular. Here, let's search one for real estate and see if we get lucky. Oh, right. It's free real estate from Tim and Eric. Need real estate. So anybody who knows that show will know this meme. But you're getting it. Yeah. Just so I'm not trying to give you the direct ideas, but just to kind of get you thinking along these lines. There are so many different ways to remind people that we are in this profession. And what a lot of people do is they just post a picture of a house, and that's better than doing nothing, right? Hey, I've got a new listing. Fine. Okay, sure, you're in real estate. But when you go a little more wacky with it on a consistent basis, trust me, it's kind of the story of my career. People start to remember who you are. They want to work with you. It's fun. Like, everybody wants to have fun, right? That's why they're on social media. They're trying to just kind of relax from the workday or from the kids. So tie what you're doing with real estate into some of these fun memes or fun GIFs and things like that. So I don't know what some of these are. Oh, yes. Okay. Y'all got any more of them St. Pete investment properties? Right? Something like that. And you can change the colors here. So this would be if I was running an ad for, deals in the area or multifamily homes. Like that. All right. I think I'm good. What are we at? 38 minutes. So anybody want to share anything? Any ideas you have? Raphael, I'm sorry I missed you. I tried to call you out in the beginning. You must have been a little bit late. We're going to use you as a guinea pig, but I want to thank you for kind of just requesting this topic. Hopefully you got a little value out of it. If you're trying to, any of you guys, if you're trying to make something and you just want to share it like in Next Level or in the Facebook group, or you're like, hey, I need a meme for this or that. I kind of like messing with this stuff. Maybe I can spit back something at you. Y'all have any? Yeah, I like that one. Y'all have any more under 350K homes in Vegas? Y'all got any more Vegas homes for under 350K? I love it. You could do this for almost any niche property search, right? Any type of property search, you could use that meme. Thanks, Robert. Thanks for the feedback. So I'm sure I missed as many as we ran through here. Again, this is just my kind of repertoire of tricks. I'm sure there are more out there. Feel free to comment on the YouTube video or mention these in the Facebook group if you have things you're doing. You know, the community would love to see what you're up to, and share any memes or gifs that you make. Thanks, Art. So anybody have any other questions related to KV Core? I've got a few more minutes. You know, generally we do these sessions. We talk about a topic, went a little longer today, and then we do any general Q&A, anything that's not like a direct support related thing. I can answer now while you're here. Otherwise, while I wait for somebody to do that, I'll just kind of wait. Rodell, no TikTok ad campaign update. I will get that done. That's, you know how sometimes you get these things that you procrastinate on. For me, that's my demon right now. That's the one thing I keep kicking the can down the road on. No update, I'm sorry. We will figure out these TikTok ads. Art's asking, I couldn't find a way to attach a file to an email. They're actively building that now. I believe the way you need to do it for now is to turn that file into a link on the internet. We've done videos on it. I'll show you really quick kind of 2 ways to approach that. You can upload the file. So you can go to drive.google.com. It's probably like the quickest, freest way, and just do new file upload. And then just grab any file. I'll just grab the Dr. Crying here and upload it. And then hit open. Sorry. And then what you're going to do is you're going to click the 3 dots up at the top and click share. And then you'll share, make sure you make the sharing unrestricted. If you have like a Google Workspace, Google Drive account, which I do here, it might be restricted by default. So if your company's providing Google Drive for you, just watch out for this. You need to kind of do anyone with link. And then you can take the link and put that link in the body of the email. Another tool I use for that is docdroid.net. I find it to be easy. I don't know what they do. They try to get you to sign up for a free account. You just say no, but you can upload kind of anything here. I say no thanks to the register. Yeah, they started doing a capture, but it'll give you a link that you can put in an email. But we are going to have email attachments soon. It's one of the most common things that come up. Marion's asking, how to get into my website through KC? You mean through KV Core? So if I'm understanding the question right, you can find your website by clicking your name up at the top right, and you can click over to it. A new tab will open. So this will be your website. But if you want to edit the website, you're going to go to Web and IDX here. Maybe I'm not understanding. Yeah, okay. So you go to Web and IDX, and then you have all these options here. You have all the settings options, site content. This is a long topic that we have lots of different trainings on. I would probably reference the KV Core Quick Start. There's an in-depth module about this in there. So if I go into the Quick Start, that's strange. That's not working correctly, but it's supposed to jump directly into the course. But in the Quick Start,
hello there.
There's a section, getting familiar with your website. Understanding your website settings. These first 2 videos are probably the ones you'll want to check out. Let's see, just reading through the info. Cool. So the course is inside of under support and training. Actually, the easier way to find that course is just up at the very top right of the dashboard. And you can click straight to Agent Quick Start. So yeah, we do these. The Quick Start happens every Monday through Thursday at 1 p.m. East. Before these sessions, they go through each section of the Quick Start live, the training team. So if you want to kind of see these in depth, we probably also have stuff about website settings. I know we do. We've done webinars in the past totally dedicated to website settings. So website. Here we go. Website settings deep dive. This may have been Annalisa. I'll just drop a link to this. Mariam, this will go pretty in depth. I'm sure. Might be me, might be Annalisa. I can't remember. But that webinar, we'll deep dive on everything in.
Yep, I see you live.
It's both of us.
Multilingual.
Yep. And I'm wearing a long sleeve shirt, so I must be. It must be February 5th. I must be like up north. All right, cool. All right. I'm not seeing any other questions. Thanks again, Raphael, for requesting this topic. I had a lot of fun doing these image hacks. Hopefully you guys found these slightly inspirational. Again, these sessions are, we call them next level. They're not necessarily the basics of KV Core. They're more about kind of ways and tactics for using KV Core to its fullest. And sometimes we veer off a little bit like we did today into some fun stuff. Definitely check out the playlist at insiderealestate.com/webinars. And don't forget the Facebook group at insiderealestate.com/Facebook group. All right. We'll see you tomorrow, guys. Thanks again for being here. Thanks, Mark, Raphael.